If 41% of Ireland's farms installed anaerobic digesters, they could produce enough electricity for every single home in Ireland, all by using environmentally friendly and renewable biogas.
We collect our crops from the fields during the summer months, put them in our silage clamps in the yard, and then every day we fill our feed hopper here, and that feed hopper every hour feeds a predetermined amount, 24 hours a day, a predetermined amount down into our digester. The digester takes it and mixes it in this slurry. As we feed them in, it digests it and produces biogas, which is about 50 to 53% methane. We run the methane through the engines that run generators, and we export our electricity to the grid. Anything we don't export to the grid, we use it for mining Bitcoin.
You might be wondering why Farmer Tom doesn't export every kilowatt of electricity to the grid. The answer is simple. The grid doesn't actually need all that energy. But Tom can't let the excess energy he's created go to waste. And so voila, Bitcoin mining. When grid demand is low, miners step in to scoop up the excess clean energy.
So when the price from the grid is very low, it makes more sense to mine Bitcoin. When it's very, very high, you sell the electricity to the grid as renewable green electricity. You keep your coffers happy, and obviously the grid is happy that they're getting this green energy too.
Absolutely. That's it.
Yeah, no brainer. I mean, switch on when you can, right?
Yeah.
Should we switch it back on now?
I think so. Okay.
This particular mine is actually running 24/7. A constant stream of biogas generates a constant supply of energy, and because the digester can be fed all the time, there's no downtime on this energy source. It's always up and running. The brains behind the mining operation are a young team of Irish entrepreneurs who specialise in using stranded or untapped energy to mine Bitcoin.
So we looked at a number of energy sources, wind and solar were the first ones that appeared to us. But inevitably we realised that in order to get a better, higher uptime source of energy, we needed to delve a bit deeper, and we ultimately came across anaerobic digestion. And what we came across is that a lot of instances they have an export capacity of X amount, but they can produce more, but previously they had no financial incentive to do so. Because if they can only export X amount, why would they produce more? And so what we realised is that if we come up with a containerised solution, we can basically offer them a constant offered buyer of electricity. So we're making use of their stranded energy, and they're getting a buyer for their spare electricity. So it's a match made in heaven for both of us.
Now, some of you may ask, why Bitcoin? Why not house something else, like a data center for Amazon Web Services?
Farmers are pretty independent individuals anyway, and they like to be in control of everything that's going on in their own farms. And so in this instance, this farmer in particular has complete custody over his own Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is going into whatever wallet he or she wants to use on any given week or month, and they're completely in control of that Bitcoin. And so also, if they want to shut this thing off and do some maintenance and do whatever they want to do, they're not asking another individual like AWS or whoever else could serve as into a unit like this. They're in control of their own ASICs, they're in control of their own Bitcoin.
It takes approximately 2.5 months to mine 1 Bitcoin on this site, which is a lot considering there are only 35 machines consuming purely excess energy. And Tom Campbell, who has a deep understanding of how Bitcoin works, is what's known in the space as a Bitcoin maximalist.
When we looked at the Bitcoin as opposed to which other coin to mine, we felt Bitcoin was the purest crypto out there. It's not contaminated by outside influences. It's on a network that needs a lot of consensus. So we thought that's the one we went up for.